Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Hopefully you will be fine. Students, in the last lecture we learned about the parametric and non-parametric test and find out the difference between these two, and then we extend the non-parametric test, that is the first non-parametric test, which is the sign test. In the previous video we understand what is sign test and find out how we solve the problem of non-parametric test by using the sign test. So we understand the procedure of sign test. Now today also, in the previous lecture we understand there are two cases in the sign test. First case is the one sample are given in a problem, and in the second case is there are two samples may be given in a problem. If one sample given in a problem, then we understand a procedure in the previous lecture. Now today we are understand firstly how we start the procedure, how we understand the procedure of our two samples. The only difference between one sample procedure and this two sample procedure, only difference the 2 points. First one, we change the point number 1, null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis that we use in the one sample will be changed in the for two sample, and as well as the fourth step, which is the computational step. In this step also changing in the one sample and in the two samples, but all these steps, those which we understand in the previous video, are same for two samples. So now we are going to start today's lecture for two step, and these two steps for two sample. The procedure in the case of two sample, sign test. Students, again I repeat, all these steps that we used in the previous video for one sample are same, only difference between two steps, that is for one step and the fourth step, which is computational, but all other steps are same. First step is we find out null hypothesis. How we find null hypothesis in the two sample test? The two populations are identical or that they have equal median, that is, which may be m1 which is equal to m2. This is for null hypothesis. And its alternative hypothesis, which is H1. We against test this null hypothesis, which is alternative hypothesis. The two populations are not identical, which may be that the median are not equal, that is M1 not equal to M2. Okay, and the difference in the fourth step, which is computational step, computations, subtract each observation of the second sample, say yi, say second sample yi, from the corresponding observation, corresponding observation of the first sample, say capital Xi, that is its mean. Find the difference, which is maybe Xi minus yi. We have to find these difference. Write now, next write, students, a plus sign if the difference is positive. Students, write a plus sign if the difference is positive, and a minus sign if the difference is negative. Okay, and also we discard if 0 comes in the observation. Discard 0 difference, and all are so on. Understand, students? These are the only two major difference between for two sample and one sample procedure. Hopefully you understand these 2 points. All these points are same for two sample, which we understand in the previous lecture for one sample. Now we are going to a problem to understand these two tests. First problem is 24.1. Students, use the sign test to test the hypothesis that the median of the population from which the following data is a random sample equal to 30 against the alternative that it does not this. Students, in this problem given this thing, this shows that we have to use the sign test to proceed this problem. Secondly, one thing also given in a problem, median of the population, the hypothesis that the median of the population, from which the following data is a random sample equals to 30. Mean you have to find, you have to let H naught, which is median, equal to 30, and it's against alternative hypothesis. It does not mean, alternative hypothesis does not mean not equal to 30. Understand? And secondly, students, these are also median, because we have a population and we are taking many samples, like say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, say 9 sample taking from one population, and each sample we have to find out the median for each sample, and this is median for first sample, for second sample median, this is median for third sample, fourth sample, 5 6 7 8 and 9. Hopefully you understand this problem. And also you let in, given in a problem, alpha is equal to 0.05 you have to take. First one is, we set up our null hypothesis as H naught population median M is equal to 30 and M not equal to 30. You understand already, I say. And this shows that M not equal to 30, this shows that two-tailed test. Understand? And secondly, in second step, find the significance level. Given significance level also given in a problem, which is equal to alpha, that is 0.05. And now students, in the third step, this is the test statistics step. The test statistics to be used is X. Students, there are when we understand the procedure for one sample in the previous video, we understand two things in the test statistics step. If we have a sample less than 10, then we use the binomial formula for test statistics, which is used as X. And when our difference sign is, that is maybe positive or negative, exceed the 10, then we use the formula of Z that I explained in the previous video. Students, in the third step, the test statistics to be used is X, the number of times the less frequent sign occur. Mean when we find the difference between 30 and 27, 39 and 30, 30 and 39, 22 and 30, if this difference is check the only sign, either for executing the difference, maybe sign is positive, maybe sign is negative, and those sign which are less we say as capital X, this sign. Okay, and also write this, the number of times the less frequent sign occurs. So those for X we use in a problem always only those sign which comes less, either which is maybe positive or negative. Let's see. In the fourth step, find out the computations. Subtracting 30, the hypothesized value of median from each observation, and writing down the sign we get. Students, first of all we find the difference, mean find out 27 minus 30, 39 minus 27 minus 30, answer will comes negative. 39 minus 30, answer will be positive. 30 minus 30, answer will be 0. 22 minus 30, answer will be negative. 32 minus 30, negative, positive answer. So we write down these negative, positive, 0, negative, positive signs from previous calculation. Okay, now students, we also understand in the procedure that we neglect if the difference is 0, so we neglect this. Now we count this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. 8 is the value of n, as 0 ignored, and capital X will be 2. I explained already in the third step, test statistics, which say capital X, those sign which frequently less. So here the frequently less sign is positive, so we say capital X is equal to 0, which is the less frequent that comes. And parameters in the binomial distribution, you know, that is always taken 1 by 2 and n is equal to 2, n is equal to n. You know there are two parameters in the binomial distribution, that is maybe p and n, and we always take for sign test p is equal to 1 by 2 and n is equal to n, which is the sampling distribution of the x. So students, when we use binomial distribution, we use only binomial distribution when we have n is equal to less than 10. If greater than 10, then we use the formula of z that explains in the previous video. So students, you know the formula for binomial distribution is f of x, which is equal to p of capital X, which is equal to small x, n small x, p raised power x, and q raised power n minus x. Here q is equal to 1 minus p, and x here shows number of specific thing, and n shows the number of sample of the number of. Okay, n students shows number of samples in a problem, and capital X shows number of specific things in a problem. So capital X, you know, which is less than 2. Understand? Mean positive signs are equal to 2 or less than 2 comes. So we find the probability of this, and using the formula, first of all we find out the probability for binomial distribution only less than 2. If comes less than, if comes this 3, we find out the binomial distribution only for less than 3. Okay, here we use less than 2. So first we start when n is equal to 8, which is the number of samples 8, and capital X, which is the fixed number of specific thing. First of all we start with 0. Understand? 0. Also p raised power, value of p is 1 by 2, and power x, which is equal to 0, and q, which is equal to 1 minus p, 1 minus 1 by 2, and 8 minus 0. Understand? And secondly, similarly, we put the value of 1 in place of x. 1, 1 and 1, all these are same. And also for 2, 2 and 2. Okay, not we exceed from 2, because we have capital X is equal to 2, and capital X shows which is the less frequent sign comes, and less frequent sign comes that is plus, and which is only 2 times. After simplification of these, students, we have come this result 0.145, which is the probability of x less than or equal to 2 for binomial distribution. Now next thing is in the fifth step we find out the critical region. We will find the critical region. The critical region, what is critical region? For two-tail test, students, we understand in the start of this question the hypothesis, which is median m is equal to 30 and alternative hypothesis m not equal to 30, and I say where this is the two-tail test, because this not equal, if greater or less sign comes in the alternative hypothesis, then we use, then I say either maybe it is left distribution and right distribution. Anyhow, for two-tailed test, the reject H0 if the computed probability should be less than alpha by 2. Students, for the sign test, we find the critical region. Those significance level which are given in a problem, we divide by 2 for one sample. For one sample we divide by 2 and result which is equal to 0.025. If our computed answer is greater than the critical region, then we say our null hypothesis will be accepted. If, understand students, I say repeat this, if our computed result is greater than critical region in the sign test, then we say we accept our null hypothesis. So since computed value which is 0.145, which is greater than 0.025, so we accept null hypothesis H0 and conclude that the median of the population equal to 30. Students, when we solve the problems for one sample, then we divide alpha by 2 for critical region. Otherwise, for two sample, then it may be different. So now we are going to second problem, which is for two sample test. Students, example number 24.2, an experimenter wants to determine the effectiveness of a certain reducing diet. 12 persons were put on diet, their weight before and after they tried the diet as shown below. Persons are 12 and weight before and weight after. One person that has weight before diet which is 202 and after diet 195. Second person has 154 weight before diet and 154 weight after diet, and similarly all these other. So students, use the sign test at the 5% significance level to test the hypothesis that the diet is not effective against the alternative hypothesis that is effective, and use students alpha is equal to 0.05, also given in this form. Use at 5% significance level. Students, in this problem not given alpha in that form, I raise this, but form in percentage form. So we will understand significance level also given in the percentage form. If you go in the previous video where I where we understand the difference between significance level and confidence interval. I think so this video is 15 to 14 video on our channel, where I explain this thing, that we also write the significance level in the percentage form or in this form, and I say on that is the significance level and confidence interval mean is only significance level is the reducing from the problem, and the confidence interval mean how confident you for that problem. So we are going to our result. First of all, we find out the null hypothesis. The null and alternative hypothesis are H0, the diet is not effective. First of all, simply in this problem, not discuss like the first problem. There are two things, two samples are given before and after, then we say then we understand this is for two sample, and also not given in a problem this thing, either it is two tail or one tail. So we understand from this, the diet is not effective, which is equivalent to testing the hypothesis. Mean P we use positive sign and P use if negative sign, then always equal to 1 by 2. Students understand? P always use 1 by 2, and which is the parameter, and H1 which is null hypothesis or which is alternative hypothesis, the diet is effective. Say first of all I say not effective, and second I say maybe effective, and its value is greater than 1 by 2, one tail test. And in the second step, significance level which is equal to 0.05, the test settings to be used is capital X, the number of times the less frequent sign occurs. This is same like the previous problem. In the next step, computation, which is very important for the two samples, subtracting the weights after from the weight before they tried the diet and writing down a plus sign for each positive difference and minus sign for each negative we get. Students, we find out the difference between this before diet, mean 202 minus 195, similarly 154 minus 154, 183 minus 173. Find out the difference. Let's see. When we find the difference, its sign comes like this: plus 0 plus minus plus 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 minus minus plus plus plus. So that is we ignore this, n is equal to remaining is 11. The sum of plus and minus sign ignoring the 0 difference, and capital X shows which comes less, and 3 negatives comes, we say capital X is equal to 3. The number of minus signs and less frequent sign, the statistics X is distribution of negative signs. Therefore we use the formula for binomial distribution, which is equal to 11, which is equal to probability f of x, probability of capital X, which is equal to small x, and equal to n capital X, nx, p raised power x, and q raised power n minus x, and q is equal to 1 minus p. This is the formula for binomial. We use this formula and solve this, which is equal to 0.113. Students, in this step capital X is equal to 3, and so we use the probability which is less than 3 and find out by using the binomial distribution. Similarly, find out the fifth step, critical region. In critical region, this is one tail test, and computations is greater than alpha is equal to 0.05. Students, in this problem when we have two samples, then when we find the critical region, not divided by 2, but for the one sample we divide by 2. Okay, and similarly we have to find the difference. What is either computations greater than or this. If computational value is greater than this alpha, then we say we accept our null hypothesis, otherwise we reject. But in this problem, computation value is greater than from alpha, so we accept our null hypothesis. The computed value properties is more than 0.05, so we do not reject our H0. Do not reject our H0 or accept our null hypothesis. That's same meaning. Students, the only difference for two sample and one sample is that when we find the critical region in the two sample, then we cannot divide by 2 with alpha, so we direct check. If this computation value is greater than this alpha, then I say we accept our null hypothesis. But in one sample we divide alpha by 2 and then check which is greater than computational greater or critical or significance level is greater. Also, students, I one thing repeat again, in this step in the problem, n is equal to 11. I think so n is 11 and I say if the value of n is exceed 10, then we use the formula of z. I think so this statement are given on the problem, on the procedure, but I repeat again, I think so this is exceed for the 12 points. If n is equal to 12, if n is equal to 12, students please correct this for procedure. If n is, when n is equal to 12, when n is equal to 12, then we use the formula of z. When n is equal to 12 or greater than, then we use the formula for z in for test statistics. Otherwise we use the binomial distribution. Hopefully students you understand this lecture. If you have any problem, then write in a comment box. Okay, Allah Hafiz.